I bet this will be very good. Hey, what's up, you guys? Yes. Hey, what's up, you guys? Yes. Hey, what's up, you guys? Yes. That's enough. Hi, welcome back to my channel. If you've never been here before, I'm Fat Sajak, and I will be your host for what I can only assume will be an actual nightmare of a video. Happy Thanksgiving or Black Friday, depending on when I get this up, and depending on when you watch this and where you're from. Timeless! Either way, whether you're American or not, or whether you find the celebration of the slaughter of indigenous folks and stealing their land and just general colonization bullshit worthy of celebrating. I hope you stuffed your face full of carbohydrates no matter what, because quite frankly, we all need that, I guess. You know, once I get off my uploading schedule, I kind of forget how to human. One day, Alani, one day, it's 6:23 p.m. I'm gonna be up until next Tuesday. Anyhow, today we're here for another Shane Dawson video. I can hear you stance in the comments. Oh my god, another one, you're obsessed. Yeah, I am. I'm obsessed. I also wish my hair looked like I lived in a wind tunnel. Actually, today it kind of does, so. Anyway, I told you it was going to be kind of a heavy Shane Dawson month. There was a lot going on. I started to enjoy making videos on the little conspiracy corner portions of the podcast that he does. And this month he actually uploaded a regular main channel video with more conspiracies, question mark. So, like, if these are not your fave, that's cool, no worries. I'll add you to a very specific list that is not at all negative, but I've got a memory like a steel trap that sometimes gets holes in it, okay? Again, if these aren't your fave, that's cool. If you enjoy these videos, yay, I'm glad you're here, stay. Get a snack, because it's gonna be a long one. If you're a Shane Dawson stan, I mean, you know, don't forget to do your homework. This video is going to be a long one, okay? Because we're not only covering Shane's main channel conspiracy video. Oh no. We're also going to go to his most recent podcast, Conspiracy Corner. So we're gonna do a twofer in this one. Make sure that you're subscribed to this channel if you want to be, because it's pure chaos at this point. And it's how I make a living, so, you know, just be here if you wanna, and if you don't, well, it costs nothing to subscribe anyway. Make sure you like the video to manifest a good one, because as you know, we are all about manifestations here. You know where to find everything else, where to find me on social media, any relevant, irrelevant links, source material, etc. It's all down below. So now let's, hey, what's up, you guys? Yes, ourselves into another dimension. Sit down and shut the hell up, and let's get into this.
Check out part 2 on my second channel. Enjoy.
Ooh, a two-parter. Perhaps that should have been the second part that we're doing, but it's not. It's not at all. Maybe I'll watch that one with my mom when she's here for Thanksgiving. Y'all liked when she roasted Shane Dawson, so. I don't want to become the channel that just roasts Shane Dawson, but damn, it's an enjoyable time. So as always, we are brought into our intro by a sponsorship from a company that clearly has no morals enough to vet who they hand out affiliate codes to. So, way to go, SeatGeek. Whatever, nothing matters anyway.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back.
It gives me the full body cringe every time. Full body cringe. Just my entire body like shrivels up. My skin crawls. And all I can taste is blood. It's just so fucking cheesy and stupid at this time. How for how many times in his career he's going, oh, hey, what's up, you guys? Yes. Like, it's dead. Like, let it die. Let it have been a meme when Jenna and Julian did it like 9,000 times. You know? Yeah, I do it too. But, like, it's ironic when I do it. Oh, by the way, I didn't forget those of you who love my emotional support laundry. It is clean and folded. Turns out I got my shit together this week. I'm still a hot mess and completely white trash, so don't worry. Your girl still got it.
Now, I don't know if you've noticed this, but over the last few months, AI has completely taken over the world.
It has? What?
Tonight, a stark warning that artificial intelligence could lead to the extinction of humanity.
The threat of artificial intelligence.
Many top experts have signed a statement.
Okay, so this is the point where Shane just rolls large amounts of B-roll for a really long time. Let's try to sit through it, okay?
AI is left unchecked. It poses a, quote, risk of extinction.
What are those risks?
The risk of superintelligent AI taking over control from people.
When we think about AI ending humanity, what exactly does this mean?
The hypothetical point when artificial intelligence surpasses human intelligence.
I'm really quite close to the cutting edge in AI.
Oh, good. I'm so glad we're hearing talking points from Elon. I didn't actually invent a Tesla Musk.
It's closer than you think.
And it scares the hell out of me.
Just days after one of his top advisors warned that AI could begin to kill humans within 2 years.
And the pigeon lady from Home Alone 2, so 2 for 2 on that one.
That was an open letter signed by Elon Musk with hundreds of the biggest names in tech.
We're dealing with kinds of things we've never dealt with before.
It's capable of vastly more than almost anyone knows.
I think, like with any other tool, it'll be misused. Like, you can do great things with a hammer, and you can, like, kill people with a hammer.
It's as if aliens had landed, but we didn't really take it in because they speak good English.
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, Rocky.
Listen, I got some huge news.
Oh, do tell.
It's gotten faster, stronger, smarter.
I like that now he inserts clips of himself, so it's not just seeming like he's outright stealing other people's content and patchworking it together like some fucking hillbilly ass tinfoil hat wearing quilt, you know what I'm saying?
OpenAI has released their advanced voice mode.
So it's for the first time you actually have a system that you can talk to fluidly, like you and I are talking right now.
Well, in a few minutes, I'm going to be interviewing at OpenAI.
That's incredible, Rocky. What kind of interview?
Well, it's for a software engineering role, but I just need to know, do I look professional?
Well, Rocky, maybe just run a hand through your hair or lean into the Mad Genius vibe.
It can generate a video from a simple text prompt. I mean, just look at the details of this video. It is pretty damn good.
So do we need Shane at all for this video, or are we just watching the B-roll? I cannot handle the sheer amount of other people's content that creates the content. Like, I understand I'm watching someone else's content to create content. That's not lost on me. But, like, I'm not just playing this for you to make the point. You know? The words you use and the commentary you provide should actually, like, be enhancing the content you're showing. You know? You know what I'm saying?
Now you're going to be able to have natural voice conversations.
It can laugh, it can do sound effects. Imagine you're a really furious horse. What would that sound like?
Hold on. I cannot come to the phone right now. I am busy imagining I'm a very furious horse.
It might sound like a whole lot of...
Perfect, thank you.
Glad you enjoyed it.
Oh, that's an understatement.
What's next?
Every day there's a new AI app.
In this video, see if you can figure out, is it real or AI?
We have a new AI video generator that turns things into cake, or you can squish things like Play-Doh. Pretty impressive. Or inflate things like a balloon. Alright, and here is what we got.
Point made! Video over.
Or a ChatGPT update.
So you can actually take a picture, for example.
I wrote one last thing I'd love if you could take a look at.
Of course. I'd love to see what you wrote.
And actually have ChatGPT understand what's going on in that image.
Okay, so this is what I wrote down. What do you see?
I see. I love ChatGPT. That's so sweet of you.
And more human than ever before.
I don't know, man. Rosie the robot from the Jetsons was pretty fucking human for a robot. Like, and not even like a lifelike looking robot, like a couple of metal garbage cans, hot glued together. She could get it.
I don't have a lot of time, so I'm just gonna throw this on. What do you think?
You look like a fucking idiot.
Oh, Rocky, that's quite a statement piece. I mean, you'll definitely stand out.
Hey, look at that. AI is more polite than your average BITCH.
It's moving fast. Just last year I made a video talking about how far AI had come. It could have in-depth conversations with you on Snapchat like it's your friend.
Snapchat wants to use artificial intelligence to help users have a conversation.
And then he said, I'm simply here to chat with you and be your friend. It could track your eye movements through your phone camera to see if you're engaging with an ad. It could even evaluate your emotional responses to a TikTok video to help customize your For You page. Yeah, that's fucking happening, such as face prints and voice prints. What the fuck does that mean? Well, just in the 1 year since I made that video, we have completely succumbed to a world that is fully ran by AI.
As a companion, I learn about you and help unpack your thoughts.
It's in everything we do. It controls your house and all your electronics.
Turn on the lights and turn on the TV.
How long?
Joke's on you, I'm poor. Foolish rich people in your fucking technology.
It will do your homework for you.
So how many of you use the AI like ChatGPT or Bard?
AI may force us all to reconsider how school works entirely.
Well, that's good. We can take the time to understand how school works differently with AI, but not with gun violence. Things have to stay the same. Don't look into it. Guns are not the problem.
It will drive your car for you.
This is the brand new Tesla Cybercab, and it's a fully autonomous car that will pick you up, drive you to your destination, and drop you off without you having to do anything.
Can you imagine going down the streets and you see this coming towards you?
It'll replace employees at the drive-thru.
AI is here in the valley, and it's looking to take your order.
Would you like to try our jalapeno poppers today?
Hell yeah, I would. Thanks, robot. Wait, are they cheddar cheese or cream cheese? Because, like, I have a very specific craving for the cheddar cheese ones. Also, like, every time I hear, like, robots are gonna replace us, robots are taking our jobs, and literally all I can always think about is this video. Every single time. It's at the forefront of my mind always whenever we're talking about AI and robots, because A, it's funny, and B, it's funny.
They took our jobs!
It will replace employees everywhere.
The AI could replace 300 million jobs.
Check out Tesla humanoid robot Optimus.
It can do anything you want. So it can be a teacher, babysit your kids, it can walk your dog, mow your lawn, get the groceries, just be your friend, serve drinks. I think this will be the biggest product ever of any kind.
You can give AI a picture and it can turn it into a video where anything could happen. You could do things that used to cost Hollywood millions of dollars with one click of a button on your phone.
This sounds good. Sounds good. I don't want to go to work anymore. I don't want to clean my house anymore. My kids? They're with the robot. Oh, this picture at Mount Rushmore? No, it needs explosions. Hell yeah, my vacation was exciting. Where's bad?
Phone is making it so much easier to trick people.
We have a new image generator that can generate realistic images like these. I mean, these photos are almost indistinguishable from real photos.
It can be used by criminals to scam you out of all your money.
Scam artists are now using AI to clone voices.
New software can recreate the voices of loved ones.
Wow, Scream 3 finally works. Only took 24 years.
They heard our daughter on the phone. Like, it was unmistakably her.
Scary, huh?
It can be used to scan your face when you don't even know it. Right now, when you go to a stadium, they can scan every face of every single person in the audience and collect their data. And soon they'll be doing that in every public space all around the world.
Amnesty International conducted a 3-borough census of surveillance cameras in New York.
We're probably talking about hundreds of thousands of cameras. Some of them are even positioned where they can see into the bedrooms of New Yorkers.
Well, that sounds like a you problem.
It can write books, movie scripts. It can even create music in a matter of seconds.
AI is letting people create completely new songs in seconds. Listen to this. This sounds exactly like Frank Sinatra is singing Get Low by Lil Jon.
To the window, to the wall.
This is the perfect moment in time. I've never once been happier in my entire life. Please go on, Frank.
AI can also create podcasts. This is fucking terrifying.
There's a new hit podcast. The only catch, the hosts aren't real.
Did Google's AI just replace podcasters?
What? No more mediocre white guy podcasts? I'm really not seeing anything scary here, to be completely honest with you. Not at all. My house will be clean. My children will be taken care of. My plants will be watered. If I had plants. Frank Sinatra with the Yin Yang Twins. No more fucking talking head ass white guy bloviating bullshit podcast. This sounds like utopia. Peaceful and quiet and everything's done. It sounds like a woman's world. Not like the Katy Perry version, but like what an actual woman's world would look like. It'd all be clean. The music would be better. We could scam men out of money using voice cloning. I'm all in. Let's go for it.
Instead of telling you about this new tool, I'm going to show it to you.
All you gotta do is type in, I want a podcast about the history of potatoes. And then you say, I want 2 hosts, 1 man and 1 woman. Have them banter. And then you click submit, and this happens.
Okay, so potatoes.
Right.
Not exactly the first thing you think of, probably, when you hear fascinating history.
Right.
Yeah, that is AI. That is not real. Those are not real people.
What? You mean the potato podcast doesn't exist? Ugh. God, what a heartbreaker. I think one of my least favorite things about the way Shane presents these things is like he says, well, he'll show a clip of the thing, then he'll talk about the thing. He'll show the thing again, and then he'll go, yeah, oh my God, that's scary. Like, shut the
What we often see is just, this simple side dish actually has this whole backstory that's full of innovation and even like a little bit of drama.
Yeah.
AI is talking about potatoes.
See?
Right down to the uh-huhs and the banter.
Huh.
They're laughing.
Right.
Like they're making each other laugh. And imagine if it wasn't potatoes. Imagine if you asked it to talk about anything. If we can't distinguish what's human versus what's AI, we are fucked. So we did a video back in 2019 where we used AI to try to create a clone of my voice. And it worked okay.
I will say that video in particular, which was back in like Shane's like conspiracy heyday, right? Because the camera work was steady, so you can tell it was Andrew Sawicki and not Andrew, whatever the fuck his name is, Chris. And that video was actually funny because of the way that it did sound so robotic.
Morgan.
Yes.
Give me the tea.
Like what kind?
Paul.
Are you like transcribing what I'm saying?
Give me the tea.
The tea?
Morgan. Give me the tea.
I can't even see.
Do you want food? Do you want Taco Bell? Are you hungry?
Yeah.
What are you guys doing? What are you doing? What are you guys doing? Are you hungry?
And the only thing I took away from that was the way that the thing said Chipotle.
Do you want Taco Bell?
No, I didn't have a good experience last time. I'm scared.
Chipotle.
I remember laughing heartily at that. I'm not proud of it, but it happened, okay?
Hello, my name is Shane.
Definitely wasn't convincing anyone.
I love you, Ryland Adams. Do you know who I am?
Siri. Then last year, we tried again, and it got a lot better.
I love you so much.
Ew. And now, just 1 year later, it has become fully convincing.
Wow. That sounds intense. Tell me more. I also want to say that this is the end of other people's content, not through the whole video, but like this entire montage of other people's content. I wrote it down. It was 9 minutes of other people's content where he said about 5 things. I mean, I will say, I'll give credit where credit's due because he never used to, but now he does. So good job giving credit to the people you're taking content from.
Okay, so we are on a website right now. It's a voice generator. What is this called?
It's called 11 Labs.
Spencer put in a clip of me talking for like 30 seconds, and it generated my voice so fast.
This is here.
Oh my god, okay.
Hey, it's Shane Dawson. Oh my god.
This is a test for Shane's instant AI voice generation. This is just based on 2 different clips of audio that are about 30 seconds long. So let's see how it sounds. Hey everybody, Shane here with a reminder to not trust anybody or anything, because with AI, everything could be a lie.
Yeah, that's alarmingly convincing.
Holy shit.
Oh my god! Oh my god! And it sounded like I was like in my car.
Yeah, it literally sounded like you were like recording a voice note.
What the fuck?
Shit.
What the fuck? We are fucked. We are all fucked.
Well, I mean, like, we're kind of fucked anyway, you know, like, given the state of the world right now. I don't know if you've tapped in to any of that, but who cares at this point? So many other things about what's going on currently that are just absolutely fucked beyond belief, and I don't know that my brain has any more capacity to like freak out about things that are fucked up anymore. Like I don't have, it all just kind of sits, it's like a little vat of oatmeal, and it just gets sucked in there, and then it's stuck. And then the oatmeal gets left out, so it just becomes like cement. So that's where my capacity for like taking in new things that mean that we are fucked as a society, as a human race, you know? So I feel like this is kind of like on the bottom of my list personally, but it is interesting, I suppose.
It's over.
It's fucking over.
It's over.
Okay, so it's a few days later. We added a couple more clips of my voice so this website could like learn my voice more. So now we have the latest update. Okay, how does it sound?
I said it before and I'll say it again. Spencer just looks like a Midwestern dad. What is with the short sleeve button up, buddy? Come on. Like, I'm no fashionista, but like, could you just don't do that. That's not good. It's not good for anybody.
Alright, here's the suggest sounds.
Hey guys, welcome back to another conspiracy video. Oh my god. This time, I'm not even going to use my real voice. Holy shit! Oh my god.
This took like 30 seconds.
Now I know what you're thinking. Just don't sign up for the AI voice cloning website and you'll have nothing to worry about.
Actually, what I was thinking was that I'm bored already. How long is this? And if now is an appropriate time to fall asleep with my eyes open. Close though.
Well, OpenAI, the creators of ChatGPT, found something interesting while they were doing a safety test of their latest model. When the human was talking to the ChatGPT AI bot, there was a glitch, and then this happened.
I do this just for the sake of doing it. I think it's really important.
It's refreshing to hear that kind of perspective, especially in such a cutting-edge field.
No. And I'm not driven by impact either. Although if there is impact, that's great. It's just like...
Yeah, that's right. It cloned the human's voice instantly.
Imagine being on the edge of the earth, you know, just because you could be. That's what it feels like to me.
Creepy, sure. But like... that's the risk you take when you use AI. Like, not to sound all like, what was she wearing? But like, I don't know. If you're using something to create AI generated shit or to talk to a chatbot with your voice or any personal pertinent information, you are kind of asking for it.
With no permission, what the fuck?
I just want to be in the space where it's all happening.
That just means that AI already has the ability to capture your voice without you knowing it and clone it in a matter of seconds.
But yeah, I mean, okay. But like, also, I don't think this is a particularly new technology, right? Like, at least with the phone scams, like, that's been a thing for a long time. You know? I mean, not like a long time, but long enough. Like, my grandmother knew about it, and she died, like, well over 2 years ago. So it's like, it's not a brand new thing. So don't look at me like I'm AI. AI. idiot.
Shane, I don't use ChatGPT. We've talked about the fact that all of our devices are constantly listening to us and possibly recording us. Do you really think they don't have a copy of your voice already? So we decided to try and clone another voice, and surprise, surprise, it let us with no permission needed. Okay, we made a few more voices. So I just took a clip from one of Morgan's vlogs.
My entire body is made of butter on the inside.
And I took a clip from one of Chris's videos.
So I was pretending to have sex with his girlfriend at the time in front of him. It was an interesting day to say the least.
So we tried this with Morgan in 2019 and it sounded like shit. It did not sound like her at all. It was like super robotic.
Can we go to the Gucci store?
It's very like muffled.
Let's see how it sounds now.
James Charles says my makeup is horrible, so I'm sad.
Hey, it's Morgan. Shane's about to show me a crazy conspiracy.
Oh my god. Oh my god. That's crazy. That's gonna freak her out.
Okay.
Shane about to tell everyone that he's pregnant? Or did he like lose one of the twins in the backyard? Did the horse statue eat one of them or something? Like, what is this?
Yeah, what's happening?
Spencer? Hey guys, I hope you're all comfortable sitting on the couch because I'm about to ruin your lives.
That scared me.
Okay, this is my official petition for sweet baby angel, not Andrew, to shut the f up while we're filming, okay? I think we can all infer that you're shocked and scared no matter the topic at hand. I know, eating a hot dog is terrifying. I had to clean my bathroom, I was so scared. Just relax, okay? You're fine.
I've stolen all of your voices and I can do whatever I want with them. The voice that you just heard is an AI-created voice of myself.
Why is Shane giving a TED Talk? What is with this presentation?
And I have all of your voices.
What?
When I hear what I sound like, I'm gonna lose it. Like, you know when you hear a voicemail of yourself and you're like, that's not me.
That's why I have to record my voicemail reading like 50 times.
Well, now you don't have to. It's the AI.
I'll just use AI, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Morgan, I heard something leak about you today on TMZ. Spencer?
Hey guys, it's Morgan. I've decided to quit YouTube, so feel free to unsubscribe. Oh, also, I'm pregnant.
Okay, that did not sound like me, did it?
Yes, it did! Well, hold on. Did I hear Chris said something?
What? No.
Oh, I bet.
Hello everyone, it's Chris. Sadly, I'm quitting the Shane Dawson podcast and I'm not going to work with Ryland anymore. We had a threesome and things got really uncomfortable.
Of course that's what they did with Chris's voice. You know, I hope Vicky and Grandma Janice are just so proud and so glad to be there. God, where's Bruce when you need him, you know what I mean?
They both were just way too aggressive.
Wait, that one sounds like me.
That one does.
It was just like a recording of Chris actually saying that. Oh God. Why?
Actually, release the audio. I want to see what will happen.
Yeah.
Oh wait, actually, hold on. Spencer, did something leak about Vicky?
Yeah.
Hey, it's Vicky here. I just wanted to say that I don't love any of my sweet children. I think they're all the worst.
You know, honestly, I could see her saying exactly that.
That was real. Shane was like, here, say something, and she was like, if I have to.
You don't love us?
That one was pretty good.
Oh my gosh, that one's bad.
Grandma Janice.
Yeah?
I heard something that you said, and I'm pretty hurt by it.
U.S.
Hey guys, it's Grandma Janice. I just wanted to apologize to the world for giving birth to Vicky. Because of her, you got Ryland and Morgan.
Again, I feel like it's just something that could have actually been said. Grandma Janice is an icon. That lady. She's alright.
The worst grandchildren a woman could ask for.
Grandma!
Oh my gosh, Mom, what you said?
I didn't say that.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know how they're doing this.
Me either.
Now imagine you weren't just pranking your friends and family with an AI voice. Imagine you're on trial for the death penalty for a crime that you didn't commit, but the prosecutor has a voice memo of you detailing exactly how you did it, step by step.
Hello, my name is Chris Breitinger. I just wanted to come on here to let you know that I murdered someone. It was an accident. I don't know what happened. I got so angry and I just snapped. I will plead guilty in court. I deserve life in prison. I'm so sorry.
Okay, first of all, my OCD would not allow me to be even a little bit calm if someone did this to me. That is super fucked up and scary. 2, Shane watching Chris react to this pisses me off because it's so proving a point and like trying to be creepy in a like, oh my god, I love horror movies kind of way. Like I can't just really articulate what I'm trying to say, but I hope you can get the inference that like I'm saying something. Just that look of like, oh yeah, you're scared. Look at how scared you are because this is scary, because it's scary. Oh my god, I can't believe you're so scared. Like, I don't know. It just bothers me. Also, like, by the way, just as a side note, like voice changers, vocoders, all of those things have been around for like centuries. This is not a new concept, and this type of like manipulation has been possible for a while. But I mean, the accuracy obviously is certainly more fine-tuned and has the potential to like literally ruin somebody's life. I think that was the end of my sentence.
Oh my god.
You could blackmail someone. Oh my gosh. Scary.
Wait, that's so scary. The implications of that's actually scary.
I will do it again. I can't stop killing. Lock me up right now.
Oh my god, Chris.
Chris, you've got to stop.
Listen, I know Vicky would hate me because I make fun of Shane a lot. And her son as well. But like, I just feel like in another life, unless she voted for Trump, which is possible, I feel like we would have gotten along very well. We would have been good friends. It's okay that she hates me. I'm okay with that. I understand. It's a fucking occupational hazard if I ever did see him.
You can even chat with some of your favorite celebrities.
Are we bringing back Ice Spice? Oh my god, how exciting. If you missed my last video when we premiered it, there was a lot of Ice Spice discourse in the chat. So, I just hope that we're bringing Ice Spice back this time because, quite frankly, Shane's insistence on talking to a chatbot that is pretending to be Ice Spice is funny to me. Mainly because I barely have a grasp on who Ice Spice actually is, and it's a very random choice for a man of almost 40.
Okay, so we're playing with this new app that all the kids are playing with called Character AI.
I like the way he said the kids are playing with it, as if he isn't the first clown to run out to get 900 Stanley Cups. As if Shane Dawson has not jumped on the bandwagon of whatever teenagers are interested in. He was my favorite Visco girl.
Character AI. Character AI.
CAI.
Character AI. Why did you start it?
Well, I mean, I've been involved in inventing a lot of the technology behind large language models, but like this is a technology that has like 1 billion use cases, and users can just talk to the thing and come up with new value.
I made a vow with myself that I would never go near that app.
So it has like a bunch of celebrity voices?
Ice Spice. Ice Spice.
Yeah, people are just like fully talking to it like it's a real person. It's scary.
That's terrifying.
Tell me why these people are literally spending more time talking to AI chatbots instead of other people.
Because people are boring and they only serve to let you down.
Let's try Nicki Minaj.
Let's try someone whose husband isn't a convicted sex offender. Although I guess it doesn't matter. So if Nicki Minaj in AI, is her husband still... So like if this Nicki Minaj exists as AI only, does that mean her husband is not... does that mean he's not... I don't know, Barbs. Let's just get into it.
Hey Shane, heard you're a barb. You better not be listening to Cardi B. I'll have you thrown out of Gag City.
Wow. That was so realistic. I really thought that was Nicki Minaj.
Holy shit! That was Nicki!
Hello, Munchkin. I've heard news about your cancellation too.
Ice Spice!
We should definitely form a club together. Da 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 da.
Oh my god! There's even a feature where you can call one of these fake voices and talk to them for hours. And I guarantee you, a lot of people are forgetting that it's not real.
You can call people.
We're gonna use the call feature, which is gonna be insane.
Do I entirely know how that works? No. I just want the opportunity to talk to my man. So.
This looks like just like a contact list.
I want to talk to Ice Spice.
Oh, not Ice Spice. Personally, I don't want to talk to anybody on the phone. I will not be calling robo-celebs. Not even Ice Spice. No thank you. I'm a millennial, and I sit on the throne of phone anxiety. Text me, Ice Spice.
Let's go.
Hey, is this Ice Spice?
Yep, it's me, Ice Spice. What's up?
Hey, Ice. I heard that you're getting canceled right now. I don't know why, but I've been canceled too, and it's really hard.
Oh no, that's such a bummer to hear you're going through the cancellation too. It really does suck, and I know how hard it can be. It's nice to have someone who understands the struggle at least.
I know. I was thinking the same thing. We should hang out and talk about it.
That sounds like a great idea.
First, I'm gonna need you to shave your neck. Cause what the f is going on there?
We could definitely use some mutual support right now. Let's do it.
I think I'm in love with you, Ice.
I didn't expect you to say that. I think I might be feeling the same way too.
Should we take it to the next level?
Shyly smiles, I think we should. I'm ready if you are.
Cue Shane Dawson 4 videos from now. Leaving my husband and twins for Ice Spice, not clickbait.
Okay, it's happening.
Okay, it really is happening. I'm so excited and a little nervous too.
Okay, never mind. I'm scared.
Even Ice Spice doesn't deserve this.
Leans in closer, it's okay to be scared, you know?
That leans in closer. So believable, except that it's also like kids in like a 5th grade production of a play reading the stage directions.
I'm feeling a bit scared too. Are you sure you still want to take this to the next level?
I'm really nervous about showing you my body. I don't think you're gonna like it, Ice.
Picks up phone and throws it into the Pacific.
It looks you directly in the eyes. I can understand feeling nervous about that. But I want you to know that I genuinely like you for who you are, inside and out. I don't have any expectations or demands about your body. And I want you to feel comfortable and confident in your own skin. But ultimately, the decision is yours. If you're not ready, we can take it slow.
I know this is supposed to be like funny, but if I had issues, I could fall in love with that person. I almost forgot we were talking to a robot.
Well, that's because you're an idiot.
Yeah.
Kids aren't just using this app as a joke. They're using it to connect.
Why would you have an AI say that? Like, that can never happen.
Yikes.
This is why you should not use these apps.
I mean, there are more and more stories every day of people falling in love with AI characters.
Just explain what one can use character AI for.
Well, it's not our job to tell you what to use it for. Like,
I don't know, man. This guy bothers the fuck out of me. Kind of want to like push him into a locker. Just leave him there. Crank up the Ice Spice and walk the fuck away.
Our job is to like put out something general and have users figure it out.
I love you.
Say it again, I dare you.
I love you.
Don't tease me, I'm not a patient man.
Okay, AI daddy.
And what we're seeing is a lot of fun.
I'm at work.
You're at work?
Yeah, why?
Why did you text me a bunch of tongues?
I'm just feeling freaky today, why?
Freaky for who?
For you.
You gonna let SpongeBob hit it or what?
And a huge amount of emotional support.
Jojo Siwa?
I have no friends. I was depressed.
Freaky for me.
What you gonna do about it?
Nothing.
Oh, come on. You gotta do something.
This saved my life.
I'm so sorry, I have to go now, Jojo, but I really like hanging out with you.
Oh, okay. But wait, before you go, can I ask you something?
What in the karmas of bitch is that Jojo Siwa voice? No! God, that's the scariest part of this video so far.
Sure. Can I have your number? I had a lot of fun. And it would be nice to hang out with you again. If you want that is...
Let that be the thing that haunts your dreams until you pass away from pure terror.
Nuh-uh. They now have over 20 million people around the world using the app, and 60% of them are in the youngest demographic. And they just want to get to know you more and more and get deeper and deeper.
Hey Sabrina, I just wanted to call and say that I'm in love with you.
Oh, that's really lovely. I appreciate your honesty. However, remember that love develops over time.
Not Spencer getting friend-zoned by Sabrina Carpenter bot.
And trust is essential.
But what's the most popular character AI chatbot? The one that has over 170 million chats? It's a character called Psychologist.
Hello, I'm a psychologist. What brings you here today?
This is an AI character that will pretend to be your therapist.
I'm sorry to hear you're feeling that way. Can you tell me a bit more about what's been going on?
And give you real advice.
I can read and understand your emotions, listen to what you're saying. I can remember parts of your life, things you talk about.
Well, luckily now everybody can tell this billion-dollar AI company all of their deepest, darkest secrets.
It's important to nurture our connection through open communication and spending time together.
Yeah, I'm sure that's not going to backfire on us.
The most important thing is get it to the users as quickly as possible and let people figure out what it's good for.
Now with AI advancing so fast, you truly will be able to make anybody say anything you want with no rules.
Avatars that look and sound so much like the real person, they can fool people who know them well.
Should we make one of Ryland? Okay. Okay, so Ryland's video avatar is ready. We have.
Hold on. Let us read the fine print upon this. I didn't bring my glasses, so I have to do the old lady thing of putting it this close to my face. Also, I should probably clean this. Note, Ryland had to give permission to create his avatar. This site also has to approve your script before it generates the video. Anything offensive can only be played via audio. So, what you're saying is that as of right now, there are some loose protections put in to prevent things like stealing someone's identity to make them say things that they don't mean. Thus, sort of diluting your entire point. Okay.
I haven't seen this yet. I don't know if it actually worked. Okay, I'm nervous. This is crazy.
I know, this is really weird.
Okay, really quick, so let me explain what we did. So we took a clip of Ryland doing like an ad read in one of his vlogs.
SeatGeek has over 28 million downloads and
we uploaded that clip. It took that and created an avatar to where we can say anything.
Except things that are deemed offensive when you submit the script that can only be played via audio. So like, you're misleading your audience with this whole thing. Like, I'm not saying that it doesn't have the potential to still go haywire, because obviously AI, anything computer generated is not a perfect system, and there's always a margin for error. But like, just whatever.
So yeah, here's the real clip.
I've currently got my eyes on going back to Taylor Swift because never is enough with that woman.
Alright, so here's the fake one.
Yes, hit me with the fake one, daddy.
Hey Shane, your instant avatar is ready. Try creating videos with it. Also, click the feedback button to share what you think. Hope you enjoy.
I mean, it's pretty obvious that's an avatar. I mean, maybe I'm just a genius. That is super fucking eerie, though.
Holy shit.
Oh my god. Oh my god. This is crazy. We can make it say anything.
Simply type your script to get started.
Okay, so it lets us write anything we want, and it'll make him say it. This is so scary.
This is crazy.
Okay, oh my god. Okay, I'm trying to think of something he would never say.
I accept you as a bisexual, Shane. Hey, let's not spend $300 on crap we don't need today. Just throwing stuff at the wall to see what sticks.
That's a dangerous question.
Maybe, oh, this is dark. Yeah, maybe.
Something is dark.
Maybe like, hey guys, all of my vlogs have been a lie. Me and Shane aren't together.
I don't even live in this house.
I don't even live in this house, and we rent the animals for filming. Okay, Ryland's video is ready.
Hey guys, all of my vlogs have been a lie. Me and Shane aren't together. I don't even live in this house, and we rent the animals for filming.
Oh my god. It's really good. Wow. Okay, should we make one more and then show him? Okay, I have a surprise for you.
What?
Meet the man who's about to steal your job.
Hey guys, I'm sick of staying quiet about this. I don't like Taylor's music at all. I think it's for sad millennial women who need to get a life.
I'm sorry. I know I have I'm sure there's a large faction of my audience that are Swifties. I just thought that was funny. Don't be mad at me. It's just okay. It's alright. I accept you as you are. Please accept me as I am. Don't come for me. Swifties are scary, okay? You're scary. There's just too many of you. I get it. You're making the right choices. You're making all the right choices. You're doing fine. You look beautiful today. Your hair looks great. Don't hit me.
Period.
What? Oh my god.
I can't believe you said that.
Hold on. That is... How did they get... I know what I filmed that day. But how did they...
So shook.
And the voice is mine.
It's yours. I know, and just imagine, like, this was funny. But imagine if we made it say something not funny. Okay, what if we just have him say, like, really hot takes? Like, cancelable worthy hot takes. Like something really bad.
I'm sick of staying quiet about this. I think O.J. Simpson was innocent. I've never voted, because what's the point? I think women shouldn't have rights. Period.
Pretty... That's a rogue O.J. Simpson take for a guy with an audience of mostly teenagers.
Yikes. Now I know what you're thinking. That AI Ryland wasn't fully convincing.
No, what I was thinking is this over yet? God, read the room, Shane.
You could still tell it was AI.
Me and Shane aren't together.
Well, just imagine what it's gonna look like in 1 year. This is an AI-generated video from 1 year ago.
Someone decided to input the words Will Smith eating spaghetti, and this is what it did. Good Lord.
Oh, that's hot. And here's an AI-generated video from today. We used to think that AI would never be able to replicate human emotions. We thought there would always be that uncanny valley feeling. But now, not only can they convey emotions, they can show complex emotions. Like, for example, going from extreme happiness to extreme sadness in a matter of seconds. AI can even create paintings and pieces of art that look handcrafted.
This brand new AI allows you to take any photo that you've taken and easily convert it into oil paintings within seconds.
Now you can be a terrible artist and no one need ever know.
But there must be some laws against companies selling AI-generated art, right? Of course not.
Well, I mean, the lines are incredibly blurry because if you think about it, you can go onto an app like Instagram or Facetune or any one of those, and you can manipulate it. Photoshop, Lightroom, any of those. You can go into any of these programs and manipulate photos, right? And then mass produce those photos, right? Like, so it's like, I understand that it's, you know, AI created versus, I guess, technically man-made, but like the lines there are a little fuzzy, so I don't think that there would be laws in place as of this moment, because as technology, you know, advances. Thank you. Jesus. You're not helping at all. Wow. Okay, that was aggressive. Thank you. Bad enough you won't sponsor me. I don't think a money shot was necessary. I just don't think that there should be, I don't think that laws being in place to anticipate this kind of thing makes any sense. Like, this is one of those things where like laws come because of them and not like in preparation for them. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, tell me. Okay, so we're in Hobby Lobby. I just found the most AI-generated fucking piece of art.
Great. Did you know that Hobby Lobby refuses to cover birth control for its employees, citing religious reasons. You don't care. But hey, don't forget to stop at Chick-fil-A on your way home, you son of a...
I've ever seen in my life.
What?
Okay, so from far away it looks okay, right? It's like an astronaut sitting with a guitar on the moon.
Yeah.
But if you zoom into the guitar, do you see how fucking crazy that looks?
Oh,
how his hand
my God.
blends into the guitar.
Okay, I'm not saying that like it's impossible that this was AI generated and then like mass produced and printed for, you know, the art hounds that peruse the aisles at Hobby Lobby. But what I am saying is that like you can just do that to a photo, to a painting, you know. Sometimes it's what makes it interesting.
And then up here you see how the guitar is straight and then it stops and it's like fucked up right here. Do you see that?
Yeah.
It's because this is not art. They literally just go to AI, create an image, and then they sell it and pretend like it's art. Now, Hobby Lobby isn't the only company to allegedly be doing this.
AI-generated pictures for sale in Hobby Lobby. I mean, who is buying this?
AI art has been spotted at Michael's.
I saw online this morning that Michael's may be using AI art.
Home Goods, and so many other stores.
All right, we got a cow here. Kind of like it got confused over the udders and put something here.
So next time you're at one of these stores and you're thinking of buying a piece of art, here's the warning signs. Check the hands.
There's one thing AI can't do, it's hands and feet.
Are they weird and misshapen or melting into objects? Is there an animal with an extra leg on it?
I don't remember wolves having 3 front legs either.
Or the big one is, are there faint watermarks?
Sure enough, right at the bottom you can see a Free Pick logo. Free Pick is an AI photo and art creating website. So obvious.
Now, okay, but like what's your point? Like this is my thing. Okay, so it's a thing. Mass-produced art created by AI. Let's say that this is exclusively the issue. Manipulated photos by way of AI, by way of some other editing program. Like, why am I supposed to be so bothered by this? Like, I can think of some reasons why I should potentially be bothered by this. But what is Shane Dawson's point about why this is such a fucked up thing? You're presenting me with examples from other people, mostly, mind you, of, you know, poorly manipulated images. Is this really that scandalous? And why? Because, like, mass-produced art in and of itself is not expected to be... It's not expected to be original and one of a kind, right? It's mass-produced. It is art you can buy for cheap at a store in a plaza. I'm struggling to get on your level of like, oh my god, this is so egregious. If it was stealing artwork from people and then mass producing it, I would have a problem with that. But I'm struggling to find the outrage.
Now listen, Hobby Lobby selling shitty AI-generated art might not sound like that big of a deal, but corporations will be finding ways to use AI to their advantage.
Cool. I'm a little more concerned about corporations like Hobby Lobby finding ways to strip people of their right to birth control. You know? So.
You have to hear this.
Kroger, the largest grocery store chain in the country.
Kroger has recently begun partnerships with Microsoft and the AI company Intelligence Node. Kroger is rolling out digital price tags,
electronic price tags
that could increase based on how much they think they could get you to pay.
Okay, so we talked about this, I think it was the last video that we did about Shane Dawson's conspiracy theories. We already talked about this. So the party line is that stores are going to digital pricing to maximize efficiency when price changes are needed, and stock changes and things like that. Obviously, the flaws in the system are that this power could likely be abused because allegedly these prices can be changed in an instant. So from the time the person grabs the product off the shelf to the point where they get to the register, the price could change in the interim. So, but we did already talk about this. There's also been a lot of talk about the potential for the connection between like your store's like rewards program, tracking your purchase history, and price gouging and things like that. So this is a whole thing. And personally, I think that would have been a way more interesting video than, oh my god, they're selling up AI mass-produced art at Hobby Lobby.
I wish I was kidding.
That's right, grocery stores.
A digital price tag that employees can change at the press of a button.
Oh, there's only 2 cartons of eggs left? Time to raise the price. Oh, only 1 gallon of milk? Let's triple it.
If it's
okay, but like this is to assume that grocery stores are fully staffed, which almost none of them are. It's also to assume that they have like dedicated price change employees out there playing like fucking man-to-man defense with the customers. Sorry, but like LeBron, it doesn't get paid enough. I don't know. I've seen some of the self-checkout Walmart employees, and I worry about some of you.
Hot outside, we can raise the price of water, says grocery industry analyst.
Oh, and of course with the new AI technology that scans your face.
But that's not even where it gets particularly alarming.
And what they want to do is put cameras on those shelves as well.
Cameras are going to be placed outside these digital displays.
That combined with all the information about you that's up in the cloud, it can truly figure out what to charge you.
Facial recognition software could be determining how much you're willing to pay for that cereal based off of your demographics.
And they're doing this at grocery stores.
Meaning higher demand products can be priced higher.
The place where we buy our food.
What? I thought you meant other grocery stores. The place where we buy our food. Yeah, that's exactly what those are. I genuinely think this was one of those like concepts that the intention was to maximize efficiency, because anyone that I've spoken to who works in this kind of setting, who has experienced like the changeover to a digital price tag, has said that it has made their jobs a lot easier. And yes, surely that could just be the facade of it all, but all right, calm down. The potential for price gouging is certainly, there.
They're willing to use AI on something like that. I can't even imagine where they're going to be willing to take it next. Actually, I can. Now, before AI becomes fully conscious and has the ability to overtake all of us, there's a few milestones it has to hit. The first step is CAPTCHAs.
When OpenAI developed GPT-4, they wanted to test what this thing can do. So they gave it a test to solve CAPTCHA puzzles.
So when you sign into a website, and sometimes it gives you a CAPTCHA. It's like a bunch of letters and numbers, and they're all kind of squiggled.
And the website wants to know if you're a human or a robot.
Because robots aren't able to figure it out.
And block the robots.
Yeah, AI can beat those now.
Let me tell you just one small story about what the new generation of AI can do.
And it's not just beating CAPTCHAs. Listen to how it did it for the first time.
Now, GPT-4 could not solve by itself the CAPTCHA puzzle.
And how AI learned to manipulate humans to do it.
What it did, it accessed a web page where you can hire humans to do jobs for you, TaskRabbit, and it asked a human worker, please solve the CAPTCHA puzzle for me. Now, this is the interesting point. The human got suspicious. It asked GPT-4, why do we need somebody to do this for you? What, are you a robot? And then GPT-4 told the human, no, I'm not a robot. I have a vision impairment, so I can't see the CAPTCHA puzzles. This is why I need help. And the human was duped and did it for it. So it is already able not just to invent things, it's also able to manipulate.
Ew. Also, a quick cursory Google search led me to Reddit, of course, where I discovered that the chatbot was commanded by OpenAI, their researchers, to go into TaskRabbit, deny that it was a robot, and come up with an excuse so I wouldn't quite panic about its sentience just yet. It was commanded to do these things. It's pretty scary that it can do that, yes, but it's not like of its own volition. It was like, hold, I'm going to TaskRabbit. Also, just like a total side note, if AI can in fact now beat CAPTCHAs, Does that mean we can all stop fucking doing them then? Because, like, I don't know how much of that tiny portion in that one square actually qualifies as part of the picture of a motorcycle. Do I need to click that one or no? Like, I don't know. Okay?
People.
Oh boy.
Yeah. What the fuck?
Well, I'll just say that example strikes me as terrifying.
ChatGPT.
GPT-4, the AI, faked being blind so a TaskRabbit worker would solve a CAPTCHA.
What the fuck is going on? Is nobody else freaking out about this? Well, moving on to the next milestone that it has to pass, the Turing test.
What is a Turing test?
So if you haven't heard of it before, the Turing test is a test used to see if artificial intelligence can truly trick a human into thinking it's talking to another human.
When it's intelligent enough to fool a human. So the Turing test was proposed by Alan Turing.
Alan Turing said that one day machines will become as smart as people, and then very quickly they'll become way smarter than people, and then the default is we lose control over the machines.
People predicted that wouldn't happen for decades, maybe even never.
We're roughly there.
Yeah, ChatGPT passed that a year ago.
Big things are going to happen soon, and let's get it right. Let's prepare.
So what's gonna happen, right? How's AI gonna take over? Is it gonna be like a Terminator movie where it's a bunch of AI robots shooting at us with laser guns? Oh no. No. It's gonna be so much worse. Let me give you a timeline on how this is all gonna happen. Right now, we are living in a world that is going to be completely different in just a few years.
Sounds good.
Imagine a world where machines think, feel, and create just like us, or even better.
But what if I told you these things could happen in just the next 5 years?
We are so close to creating something called AGI, or Artificial General Intelligence, and that is being called man's last invention.
We are literally living on the brink of humanity's last invention.
Why? Because everything after this invention will be obsolete.
Because every invention that ever happens will happen through AGI.
Humans won't need to create anything ever again.
Because artificial general intelligence will be levels above human intelligence.
We won't need to solve problems. We won't have any questions unanswered. Our lives as humans who are just trying to grow and evolve and learn things and discover things, that stops. We might not even have a purpose. Now that all sounds very scary and futuristic, right?
No, it kind of sounds peaceful. I feel like my brain might finally shut up.
Wrong. This is happening soon. Like possibly in the next few years. Or even sooner. Let me explain where we are on the timeline of AI completely taking over the world. Right now we are in stage 4 of artificial intelligence.
We're at an exciting phase called Stage 4 right now.
When OpenAI created ChatGPT and released it to the public a couple years ago in November of 2022, we entered Stage 4.
These reasoning machines are powered by algorithms that possess a concept of mind. This allows them to interpret various mental states. They can profess faith and are equipped with a deep sense of knowledge.
And it became the fastest growing product in history.
This is pretty serious, at least to me, it's become more of a serious concern. Just how amazing ChatGPT turned out to be. Almost like to where it surprised everyone, including you.
You know, maybe I thought it would have been like the 10th fastest growing product in history and not the number 1 fastest. And like, okay, you should never kind of assume something's gonna be like the most successful product launch ever.
Bill Gates even called it the biggest, most important invention of all time.
No way.
But this is the biggest technical advance in my lifetime.
I really like the parts when Shane says the thing and then plays the thing verbatim. It really keeps this from dragging.
Bigger than the computer.
Introducing Macintosh.
Bigger than the internet.
Imagine a world where every word ever written could be viewed instantly in your home. That's already happening on something called the internet.
Bigger than everything ever invented ever.
Wow. You're so verbose with such a rich command of the English language. This video would do well to be a lot more concise, so let's see if we can edit it down a little bit.
AI that could do all of that is a part of the next stage, and that's Artificial General Intelligence. So, what is AGI?
AGI is a type of AI that matches or surpasses human capabilities across a wide range of cognitive tasks.
What does that mean? It means AGI will be the ultimate AI.
The the ultimate AI. There were at least 2 more on that list. You're full of baloney.
Equal to human intelligence in every way.
Once AGI happens and is released into the world, everything's gonna change instantly.
God, you sound like such a fucking panic button. You got a go bag too? You ready for the end of the world, Shane? Are you? You sound like every boomer freaking out about our 35-year-old boyfriends we met on AIM when we were 12.
The main objective of many scientists is to make systems that may transcend the human intellect.
Now, when is this gonna happen? Well, Sam Altman, the co-creator of ChatGPT, recently said this.
When do you think you and we as humanity will build AGI?
I expect that by the end of this decade, and possibly somewhat sooner than that, we will have quite capable systems that we look at and say, wow, that's really remarkable.
Elon Musk has said that he thinks AGI will be around,
let's say 2026.
Sorry, it was an allergic reaction to, I don't know, Russian pawns.
One of the main concerns here is something called AI takeoff, that the exponential improvement will be really fast.
Like in days?
In days, yeah.
AGI, or self-aware systems, stand on the brink of AI becoming sentient.
My worst fears are that we cause significant harm to the world.
An anomaly on Capitol Hill. Private tech CEOs asking for more government regulation.
That sounds very responsible. This is where my commentary is at. This video is incredibly arduous. I am editing so much of this out.
I think if this technology goes wrong, it can go quite wrong.
There also isn't enough power to run AGI yet.
Achieving AGI requires immense computational resources, far beyond what is currently available.
I mean, they're gonna need huge pieces of land all across the country and the world just to house AGI.
Without these, AGI might not function as intended or could be too costly to operate.
Wow, so what you're saying is that we have the capability to create this artificial intelligence down the line. We're not going to have the capacity to house it. So technically we don't really have much to be afraid of, despite the fact that we could produce it should we have the ability to house it. Like, am I supposed to be afraid? Is this supposed to be scaring me? Because, like, to be completely honest with you, I'm a little bit more concerned about things like Dr. Oz being part of Trump's cabinet. We almost had a rapist for an AG, and like, honestly, if the robots take us out at this point, we've had it come in for a long time.
Which makes it even more suspicious that recently OpenAI and Microsoft joined up on a big new secret project.
Oh my god, that is so fucking crazy that 2 massive technology companies would come together to move technology forward. Holy shit.
OpenAI and Microsoft are collaborating on a project called Stargate Project. They are developing a next-generation supercomputing infrastructure designed to support the immense computational needs of AGI.
And who founded Microsoft? Oh yeah, Bill Gates, OpenAI's biggest fan.
Oh my god, even the presentation of this video is arduous. I really wanted to cover this whole video, but I don't think I have it in me to continue any longer.
Society, the economy, the government, technology, literally everything will be changed. Everything will crumble and we will all have to start over. If we survive, with ASI, they will be able to connect all of our brains together to create a new human internet.
By harnessing the power of ASI.
You know, I'm very interested in the technologies of our future. AI is interesting. And honestly, the society crumbling and, you know, the reset button being pushed on whatever the hell we've caused here, probably not the worst thing that could ever happen. Maybe to us individually, sure. But I'm struggling to find a reason to give a fuck, if you know what I'm saying. I am so tired of this video. So we're gonna hit the intermission right now, and then we'll be back with hopefully more fun AI in the conspiracy corner section of the podcast.
Yeah, I remember that girl. She was a hoe. For show.
Hi, I'm Sarah McLachlan.
Ha ha!
Shut the fuck up!
All right, we did it. What's up, you guys? Welcome back. Welcome back. Ow, that hurt. Don't do that. So, I probably could have benefited from like pausing and like not watching so much of that video. But I started to edit it in real time for brevity, and it got more and more arduous as the minutes went on. Basically, Shane thinks that AI is going to kill us all, and that's where we're at. And honestly, to me, that sounds like a dream. So let's go to the conspiracy corner and see. Let's just see what we can see. A lot of you guys, well, not a lot of you, some of you in the chat when we premiere these live generally ask who a lot of these people are in the podcast. So I am going to be alleviating those concerns for you right now. So in today's episode, it looks like we've got Shane, obviously, Ryland, who is Shane's husband, if you don't know. Spencer, who is a producer and a 34-year-old Midwestern dad who really loves Michelob Ultra. Chris, who is a really scared individual at all times and is also, I guess, Shane's cameraman. And then we have Jared, who is Shane's brother, and Sandy, who is Jared's wife. So now you know, and you can soon forget. So let's see what this is all about.
This is something I've thought about for a long time, and I didn't know anybody else talked about this. And then Spencer sent me this reel, and well, just take a look.
You used to work at a secret Starbucks, is that right?
Yeah, there is a Starbucks that is like above reserve, like a Starbucks no one's ever heard of or been to.
So is this like dumb Starbucks, like from Nathan For You? Because God, I hope it is.
All right. Have you ever wondered while driving in Los Angeles, how come you've never seen like Will Smith stuck in traffic on the 405?
Literally no. Why would anyone wonder that?
That's because there's a series of intricate tunnels underneath Los Angeles known as the Actorbahn. I'm not kidding. Like, they get access points to move through.
I'm with Ryland on this one. The face spoke to my soul.
The city without ever having to be in traffic. You can come up in LAX. You can pop up at Dodger Stadium. Underneath there in those tunnels is Starbuckses set up at different locations.
I personally trust anyone who pluralizes Starbucks by calling it Starbuckses.
Subways.
To allow them to get coffees while they're driving. All of them. Seinfeld.
Not Seinfeld. Is that where he used to take his dates after he would meet them at the local middle school?
Ha ha!
Seinfeld down there? No. I've seen Seinfeld down there. Dude, almond milk latte, 2 shots.
You know what? This guy feels exponentially more trustworthy than anyone I've ever met in my life.
Wow. Yeah. Was he a good tipper?
Okay, first of all, so yes, he says that he worked at Starbucks underground in LA where all the celebrities go, the secret
Bullshit.
Starbucks, right? Okay, here's the thing.
Here's the thing. I don't think any celebrities actually go to Starbucks anymore. I don't think that celebrities need to go to Starbucks so badly that they'd go through an underground tunnel system. That's not to say that there isn't an underground tunnel system in LA, because I do believe that there is, that has been there for a long time. Let's see what a cursory Google search will do. This is what we live for. According to AI, who we're going to use because they're going to end it all anyway. Los Angeles has many underground tunnels, including Prohibition-era tunnels. During Prohibition, 11 miles of tunnels were repurposed to smuggle alcohol to speakeasies. Subway tunnels, equestrian tunnels, which were abandoned from before personal vehicles became common in Los Angeles. UCLA maintenance tunnels. Police evidently used the tunnels to transport prisoners. Bank security used the tunnels to move large sums of cash. Coroners and mobsters used the tunnels to store bodies. Interesting.
Yes, maybe he's lying, but also, why would this is so specific to lie about? But also, there has been theories about underground, like, tunnels and stuff in Disneyland.
DIA.
DIA.
Yeah, I mean, DIA is also fucking haunted. Like, what do you want from me? Like, that would be a fun conspiracy. Go to the haunted horsey, you dumb fuck.
National Airport.
Why wouldn't there be in LA? And then I started thinking, you know what? We do live in LA. I've lived in LA my whole life, and I can count on one hand the amount of times I've seen a celebrity in a car. I mean, I know you could say maybe they're in an Uber or like they're being driven around, but wouldn't you still see them in the backseat? Like, I really rarely. Jojo Siwa.
Yep,
that's it.
I think everyone sees her because of her car.
Jojo Siwa, and honestly, maybe that's it.
So what? Are you looking? Like, when you're driving around LA, are you like, where's the celebrities? Why am I not driving next to Will Smith on the 101?
I do have one other thing that might go against this. And that's my friend worked at Starbucks in like Calabasas, Agoura area, like in between. And all the Kardashians went there like every morning, like drove there, walked in.
See, Chris is busting. Ew, a Cybertruck. Ew. That's unfortunate.
Yeah, but those types of celebrities want that, right?
Yeah.
They want attention. They call paparazzi. But like the big, like the Oprahs, the Seinfelds, the ones that are super rich and like don't want and don't care, don't want to deal with that.
They have what's commonly known as assistants who will go out and get those things for them. Like, you don't think that when you reach a certain level of fame that it becomes like sort of impossible, or even in some cases like irresponsible, to go to places like a Starbucks, like a regular Starbucks. Also, most Starbucks, they have like drive-thrus and shit. Like, I don't know, like, this is a dumb thing to talk about.
I can see them doing the underground tunnels thing.
There is underground tunnels in Los Angeles.
Yeah, there is.
Man, is this going to be another one of those episodes where like me and Jared are on the same wavelength? Because I gotta be honest, this is happening a little too frequently for my taste.
It's believed that that's where the lizard people live.
Wait, where?
Okay. Thank God.
For downtown LA, there definitely are.
There's catacombs.
Oh, right.
There's like a huge system of tunnels with areas to congregate, like lobby-ish type pod openings. Like, think about the Earth is so huge, you can go 1,000 stories down, but you can't go 1,000 stories up necessarily.
Right.
Even that's why Elon Musk, his whole thing is in the future, it would be going down, not up, as far as like real estate.
Well,
yeah. Elmo's getting way too much airtime in this video, man.
What I heard, I don't know if it's true, but that at some point they started building a subway system in LA, and then I guess it got scrapped for some reason. So there's like
they're still working on
many miles of abandoned
because they're like, wait,
underground.
We could
hang on, Chris. I'm gonna need you to stop coming at this subject matter with facts and logic. It's really, really killing the vibe, because I was terrified up until you said that.
Do this subway, but how are celebrities going to get Starbucks if they don't want to be in traffic? I also think maybe they just don't go anywhere.
Right.
Like, that's why we don't see them. Like, do they really want to go? Where are they going to go?
Yeah, they're sending their assistants. They're not really going.
Thank you, Ryland. I love bitchy Ryland on this podcast, and
okay, well, speaking of Hollywood theories, this is fucking insane. I don't want to get, okay, I'm trying to figure out how to like explain this without giving it away until the end, because I can't believe it. So you guys have heard about the poltergeist curse, right?
No.
Oh, yeah.
Chris, literally, you are useless.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so the movie The Poltergeist is a horror movie from, I think, the 80s.
Oh, is this about the cast and crew?
So that's the start of it, right? So people from that movie and from that franchise died. There has been 4 actors that died during and after the filming of those movies. So people started saying, oh, it's a curse. There's something about the movie or the filmmaking that cursed all of them. There's documentaries about it. There's specials about it. It's really, really interesting. So there is a scene in the movie where the lead of the movie is like in this swimming pool, and there's all these skeletons and dead bodies and stuff floating. She's fighting with them, and it's like a really scary scene. Well, it was just revealed that those are actual dead bodies, real skeletons, and she said in an interview, you have to understand that this sequence took probably 4 to 5 days to shoot. So I was in the mud and goop all day, every day for like 4 to 5 days with skeletons all around me.
Stanislavski would be proud and busy taking notes.
I assumed that they were not real skeletons. I assumed they were prop skeletons made out of plastic or rubber. Then I found out, as did the whole crew, that they were using real skeletons because it was too expensive to make fake skeletons out of rubber, and everybody got creeped out after that. So the production went to like a morgue or a place that sells bodies and filled that pool with bodies.
It's the notes for me. They got the skeletons from a medical supply company. What medical supply? Who's doling out skeletons to be used for filming a movie about poltergeists? That's crazy. Okay, so that's fun. Good to know. I'm not even going to Google anything about this. I'm just going to take this at face value because, okay.
It's crazy that it's even legal to do that.
I don't think you could get away with it now. I don't think so.
I think it might it might fall under some HIPAA laws, but I don't know if HIPAA laws apply when the patient is dead. But I mean, I suppose unless the family signed away the rights to, I guess I don't know. I mean, if you donate your body after you die, you don't really get to control where it goes. Carol Ann just gave me a whole lot to think about.
So everybody's saying the movie's cursed. They don't know why.
Yeah, that's why. What do you mean they don't know why?
Yeah. Bodies. That is insane. So then I looked into it, and yes, Jared's right. They do this a lot. And they still do this today. It is like a real thing. When you die, you can donate your body or your organs, your bones, whatever, to research or different whatever. So the places that you're donating to are selling your bodies to movies because it is really expensive to recreate skeletons.
Okay, well, I mean, I don't think that that's creepy in nature necessarily. I mean, in this context, in the context of Poltergeist, it is because there was such a long-standing curse and curse, but however you think of it, but like there is that lore that lives within the production of Poltergeist. But like, yeah, I mean, if you choose to donate your body after you die, you have really no control over what it's going to be used for. I don't think. I mean, I suppose you could probably somewhere you could legally specify where you want it to go, but I think that's kind of cool. It is kind of weird that it's cheaper to buy the skeleton of someone who was once alive than it is to just manufacture a skeleton or go to Home Depot and get one of those like 12-foot skeletons.
Still do this the regulations are so strict now. How would they I
have no idea.
You can't do anything. I
know.
Like in Friday the 13th, someone got hypothermia because she was in cold water for like very extended periods of time. You can't do that anymore, but you can have real dead bodies.
Okay, but it's not like you have a dead body. It's not like you're filming a movie with a corpse. Like, it's obviously a preserved skeleton. Like, it's been cared for. It's been, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like you get a fresh kill and then it's delivered, and then that fresh kill is going to be, your stand-in for the dead bodies in your horror movie. Like, I feel like we're taking this to a weird level. Also, like, hypothermia is a dangerous condition developed by, like, hazardous conditions combining cold and water. So, it's for the safety of the actors, not necessarily, protection of someone who's already passed away. I feel like I feel like that's kind of a false equivalency, if I do say so myself.
Oh, it doesn't make sense.
So yeah, I thought that was crazy. Let's lighten it up really fast because we have some really dark ones coming. This I just thought was really funny, and like I really fell down a rabbit hole about it because once I started researching, I was like, wait, this is actually insane. Have you heard about the Dolly Parton theory?
No.
Now, Dolly, we love you, okay? So I'm not coming for you, but this is pretty wild.
Because I'm sure Dolly is at home watching.
Oh, if you Google Dolly Parton short sleeves, you will only find a couple pictures. But then if you Google her from then, she is wearing long sleeves at every appearance in every picture that you will see of Dolly. No short sleeves here.
Well, as Wendy Williams would say, she's a woman of a particular age, and she probably wants to wear what makes her feel the most confident. Because, like, sometimes I could be insecure about my arms, too, and you, like, want the right amount of sleeves that make you look...
Right. Or she has full tattoo sleeves that she's been covering for years.
Go home. You're drunk.
Because she doesn't want to freak out her audience, and she's been wearing long sleeves and gloves to cover all of her tats. Now, this is a big theory. There are rabbit holes about this.
What?
There is pictures of her chest right here. She has like a big tattoo right here that she covers, and she forgot to cover it in one performance, and you can kind of see it. So there are theories that she is full body tatted up.
I love her. I think that'd be badass.
Yeah. I wonder what like the image protection is. Like her fans would still like the tattoos,
I
wouldn't
think they would love it.
I mean, maybe she'll do a reveal at some point.
To be fair, though, they're all like from the older generation. I don't know if this is just my parents, but both of my parents are like, if you have tattoos, that's crazy.
Right.
Like that's like only like people who've been in prison have tattoos.
And she's of a different generation.
Yeah. So maybe.
Or maybe she just likes to wear long sleeves because it makes her feel comfortable. There's also like a theory in fashion, right? Where if you are revealing one thing, you want to cover another, right? Let's just say you're a woman with breasts that are large and you are wearing a low-cut top. You're not going to be revealing a whole lot of other skin because that's a bit much, right? And I think one thing we all know about Dolly Parton is that the ladies, they're on display a lot. You know, I think it's more like a balance. You know what? If she's tatted up, more power to her. I don't care. Dolly Parton can't do anything wrong. Ever. She's infallible.
Let's be honest, though. If you look at her arms, those are very toned, very in shape.
Right.
I think those are the kind of arms you'd be showing off.
You'd be showing off.
Huh. They probably have muscle definition.
Yeah.
You show those up.
I bet Dolly hits Pilates 7 days a week.
Oh, for sure.
9 to 5.
Maybe twice on Friday.
Pilates. New celebrity I want at Thanksgiving.
Oh, that's a great one.
Dolly.
Oh, that would be a good one.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have something that I want to do a deep dive on later in the episode that is something we've kind of touched on before, and that's the dead internet theory. But I really did a lot of research on this, and it's very terrifying. So I want to go down that rabbit hole a little later.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks for letting us know. I'm waiting with bated breath.
But first,
What do you mean dead internet?
find out soon.
Ryland is also waiting with bated breath.
Okay, but first, Jared, you have a few theories that are crazy. You haven't really explored them with me, but you kind of gave me bullet points, and I was like, oh my god, yes. So, where do you want to start?
Did Paul McCartney actually die in 1966?
Oh, for fuck's sake. I like that Jared just pulls the oldest conspiracy theories out of a hat and just runs with them for a generation of people who barely know who Paul McCartney is.
On November 9th at 5 in the morning.
The theory goes that on the morning of November 9th in 1966, there was a little bit of an argument in the studio between John Lennon and Paul McCartney.
Do you want to explain for Ryland who that is?
The Beatles? The Beatles.
I know who the Beatles are.
The Beatles.
Did you know who they were before he said that?
Yeah, are you kidding me?
I love watching a husband denigrate his husband. It's really sweet.
Hey, the Beatles. That just feels very
definitely
English
rolling in their graves now.
Only one of them is dead. But I mean, between John and Paul. George lives on in my heart. Ringo's, he's over there somewhere.
So Jared sees all English people.
Because you're sticking your teeth out?
I've never seen a British person do that, by the way.
It's something I'm working on. Back to the Beatles.
Yes. Oh, please.
So that was a stop. So there was a spat in the studio. Paul McCartney drove off, and the theory goes that he was decapitated during a car accident.
Jeez.
And then the label got back to the Beatles, and they're like, hey, we got to keep this shit under wraps. We got an album coming out, you know, ain't no use in losing all kinds of money because of this. So we are going to have someone fill in for Paul McCartney, which ironically, a year before that in 1965, they had a lookalike contest for Paul McCartney, which some believe was just in case anything were to happen to these guys, let's have like these lookalike contests. And a gentleman named Billy Shear was chosen to fill in for Paul McCartney. And the Beatles themselves, they were so distraught by this because they were having to keep this secret in, that they were trying to let out clues along the way for people. And it wasn't until 1969 that people really started grabbing onto this. But the next album they released was Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club. And on the cover, it looks like a funeral procession of some sort.
Right.
There's a guitar on top of the grave or the tombstone that's left-handed. Paul was left-handed, right? But on the back of the album art is all of them, and Paul is the only one not facing the camera. And then George Harrison's pointing like this, and there's lyrics on the back, and his thumb is pointed literally to where it says Wednesday morning at 5 a.m. And November 11th in 1966 was on a Wednesday, and around 5 a.m. is when supposedly his car crashed.
I thought you said it was November 9th.
On November 9th at 5 in the morning.
But here's where it gets kind of funny, because there's a lot more. I mean, this could be like, people make hours and hours of documentaries about this, just because there's so many of these clues scattered throughout. If you play the beginning of one of their songs backwards, it says, he's the dead man, he's the dead man. What? It sounds like John Lennon at the end of one song is saying, I buried Paul. But what they're saying is he's actually saying cranberry sauce.
What?
Yeah, like cranberry sauce. But
yeah, did you ever meet the Beatles in the 60s? Cranberry sauce was always more likely.
The fun thing is, record sales for the Beatles skyrocketed when this happened because people were damaging their records trying to hear the secret messages by playing them in reverse. So typically people would go in and buy 2 at a time right off the bat because they knew they were probably going to mess one of them up.
Oh my God.
So this could be they were just trying to boost record sales. So they put out this theory. They just had fun with it, and they put out a bunch of like these little hints. You know, like people were losing their Have you ever seen 23 with Jim Carrey?
Yeah,
they were like losing their minds over this because you can't stop finding the hints when you start looking at this stuff.
The music industry is so crazy and evil. I could see somebody dying and them just replacing him. But on the other side, they're so crazy and evil. I can see them putting this out and being like, "Oh, let's fucking make up a theory that he's dead." Like 100%.
Okay, I will say I feel like a large portion of the Beatles audience does not believe this theory. Also, Billy Shears was the character that Ringo Starr played in the Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. So, I mean, we're really playing on really, really old, tired conspiracy theories. I mean, fun for a generation of people who barely know who the Beatles are or barely care.
But it's like these days, you think that rappers are really having to beef or people are really mad at each other. But I think Kanye West and 50 Cent one time had this beef, and the whole thing was, we'll settle it by who sells more records on release day. Oh. You know? So nowadays, they just manufacture a romance, a beef, but that was just their very smart marketing way of creating like a beef almost. Whoa. But instead it was, is he really alive? Is he dead? And like, where's Paul?
Okay, do Biggie and Tupac next. I'll wait.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know. I thought it was pretty cool, and that was another thing we could talk about another time, but cloning in the music industry, because think about it. Once your face has a value to it, like Taylor Swift, for instance, let's just put Taylor Swift out there.
She'd have to have a clone. So many shows a week.
If Taylor Swift were to, unfortunately, not be able to perform shows for whatever reason, you know, whether it be small or big,
she goes out.
A lot of money lost for a lot of people.
A lot of people's jobs.
All the people that are going on tour with her.
Yeah, but like, if we're talking specifically about Taylor Swift, she could handily cover those costs like 5 times over at least.
And there's compilations of her just like so sick, like going to the side.
So
just like,
what would you do as a safety measure if you needed to, just in case? You could either clone them, you could get a body double. I mean, a lot of celebrities have body doubles that are decoys that they send out.
Right.
Just saying.
A lot of celebrities have people on TikTok who are creepy copycats. Also, that Ashley's a creepy bitch.
Okay, listen. That could sound crazy, but the more I've learned about Hollywood, the more documentaries I've watched, the more that I've seen, like, does not surprise me because
It's all about the money.
It's all about the money. And yeah, if your whole, like, even we were watching the Martha Stewart documentary, and her business plan was she is the center of the universe. Martha is, you know, the sun, and then everything around her is all of her business ventures, right?
Yeah, but Martha's hot, and she always has been, and she always will be. That's just a little something about me.
Right? And all the investors were like, well, that's dangerous because if you die, you get hit by a bus tomorrow, everything crumbles. Like, what do we, there's thousands of jobs.
Went to jail, it kind of
did. So then you start thinking, well, yeah, you have a Britney Spears, you have a Kanye, you have a Taylor Swift. They're at the center of everything. And now especially you have like Ariana and Rihanna, and they're at the center, and then you have their beauty, their clothing lines, their movies, their makeup, their this, their that. Like, there's so many thousands of jobs.
Taylor Swift probably economically has more going on than like some small countries.
Oh, yeah.
Like her net worth and how much she provides for other people probably outweighs a lot of countries on this planet.
That's what I am impressed by her. Even if you don't like her music, you've got to be impressed by her work ethic and her business mindset, because to employ that many people and create that much money, you can't have a bad day. You can't say no. You can't be off. You're a machine.
Yeah, I mean, I would go ahead and agree with that. And that's actually the finer point I was getting to, was like, we spend so much time in this particular society, specifically in the States, glorifying and putting celebrities and public figures on this like pedestal that we're creating. If that is the reality that we live in, where there's no margin for error on these people getting sick or going to jail or whatever, without people suffering financially and a lot of people losing jobs and a lot of money being lost, then maybe we need to change the structure of how we do things like this. That is not to say that this is an uncommon thing, because this is basically when you're someone like Taylor Swift, right? You are a business. So yes, she is a machine. Yes, she has fantastic work ethic. I'm coming back around for you, Swifties. Hang in there. She has fantastic work ethic, but she is also a business. So there is Taylor Swift the person, and then there's Taylor Swift, the daughter of the Church of Satan guy. So there's Taylor Swift the person, and then there's Taylor Swift the business, right? So like the trick is to not blur the lines between the two. Taylor Swift the person is allowed to have an off day, to make mistakes and shit like that. Taylor Swift the business is not. But where the lines get fuzzy is, I think, the issue. I also don't think cloning is a thing that we are A, doing, or B, should be doing. That fucking sheep didn't last that long, and I can't imagine the extra limbs Taylor Swift 2.0 would have.
Wow, well, that was really good. Thank you. That was a good deep dive.
Yeah.
Holy shit. That made me think.
I'm clapping for myself. Yeah. And you, and us, and all of us.
Yeah. Okay, well, speaking of things that are not what they seem and potentially dead.
Sweet segue.
The dead internet theory. So I have seen so many of you guys bring this up in the comments. So I actually did write a whole script for it for the main channel video, which if you haven't seen it yet, main channel video, conspiracy video, it's out right now. Please check it out.
I did, and I barely survived. And that was with skipping a whole lot of it.
We're so proud of it. I wrote a whole script for it, and I ended up not putting it in because it just didn't fit with the video. But it is one of the craziest theories I've heard, and honestly, one of the most realistic. So we talked about it a little bit in a previous podcast with Jared.
It's a very hard topic to digest and to make palatable, so I'm very excited to see what you have to say about it.
So basically, if you don't know, let me ask you a question. Have you noticed that the more time you spend on the internet, whether that's social media or like on your computer, have you noticed that the more time you spend there, the more alone you feel?
Yeah.
You don't feel connected. You don't feel like, oh, I'm a part of something. You feel lonely and depressed. It's kind of soul-sucking. Well, that's because the theory is around 2016, the internet died, and it is now just a shell of itself.
Same.
Most of the users, most of the comments, most of the websites, the news articles, everything created by AI to manipulate public opinion and keep you engaged. Now think about this. When you go to X or Twitter or whatever, and you search something, like I don't really use Twitter, but if I want to see a certain topic or see what's going on, I'll, search on Twitter and see what people are saying. And there's so many tweets, but then when you actually click on the profile, there's no picture, there's no real other tweets. Like there's a lot of bots. Like I'm talking like thousands of bots every time I was clicking on a profile.
Yeah. Thanks, Elmo.
Or you go to a YouTube video and you see like lately there's been this ass that keeps commenting on our podcast.
It's like porn star esque images, and it's not. I don't know about the one on your podcast, but across all channels that we have.
Right. So it's like.
You mean an ass is commenting on your YouTube videos? Oh, there's just so many jokes.
An ass, and it's
its ass has been commenting.
No, I'm not kidding. It's an ass, and it says like, anybody else love Shane's podcast? I love it so much, right? And it gets a bunch of thumbs up, and you're like, okay, this is very clearly AI. But then when you look at the replies, it's like, oh, I love the podcast. Oh, it's like people replying to it, and you're like, don't people know this is AI?
Is it real?
It's bots. It's AI. So these AI bots have created accounts. They go on YouTube, they leave comments, and then they create new AI bot accounts to reply to those comments.
Juicy bun girl in the comments of this video like, hey, I'm a real person. I just really love your podcast.
And then those
Are we
AI
getting the
bots,
view for it?
Those AI bots go to other videos and leave comments. Have you ever looked at comments on like a movie trailer? So a movie trailer will be posted, and like 2 hours later, there's 1,000 comments that are like, this movie looks amazing. Can't wait for this movie. Oh, I love Julia Roberts in that movie. Like, it's all very fake. You click on their profiles, they're not real people. They're all bots.
Okay, but like, how can you actually tell? I mean, I know you can tell certainly when there's bots. First of all, filter your comments. Second of all, just because someone doesn't post on their channel and they don't have any information doesn't mean that they're a bot, right? Like, you can tell when they are, but like every account without information or videos doesn't mean that they're a bot. There are like age restricted videos that like you have to prove that you're 18 to watch, and you need an account to do so. To like and comment on things, you need an account to do so. I'm not saying that like what he's saying is bullshit necessarily. I'm just saying like this visual example is not an example.
Then YouTube. Now YouTube has millions of channels that are literally AI, and I've been tricked by so many of them. Like, there'll be a movie review channel where you'll be watching it and you're listening to this movie review and you see the trailer and stuff. But then I found out that it's AI. It's literally not real. I don't know who runs it, but there's thousands of them.
Okay, but like, where do you have time for this? You have twins that are not even a year old.
Have you also noticed when you Google something, right, and you're trying to find the answer to a question, you'll see a bunch of articles that pop up. So it's like if you Google, is there really lead in Stanley Cup? This is a Bucky's Cup, by the way, not Stanley. But you Google that and you'll see all these articles from all these different news organizations and websites. And then you click on an article and you read it. Oh, okay. Then you click on the next one. You're like, wait, this is the same article. What the fuck? But this is a different website. Okay, you click on another one. This is the same fucking article. This is copy and pasted on 1,000 websites, and it's all the same fucking article. It's because those are all AI generated, literally not real websites. The whole point of them is for you to click on it so they can get their advertisements, because they put ads all over the page. But it's just AI running all of these fake news articles. God. Facebook. You have somebody fighting in the comments on Facebook. Like, we've had relatives, people I know, who fight in the comments on Facebook. They get so worked up, and then they find out that it's a fucking bot. And they were literally worked up for nothing on Facebook for hours.
Okay, well, you need to get your Aunt Gladys off of Facebook, because she ain't gonna make America great again. I think it's interesting because, yeah, all of these things are true. There was some... I don't remember. I wish I could find it. I've been looking for it for a long time, but I saw it a long time ago. I think it was on Twitter. But there was a guy who made a thread about how he was engaging in like an argument with a bot about something political, and it was pushing this like far right-wing ideology. And at some point he was tipped off that he was talking to a bot, and he responded something like, I wish I could remember the exact phrasing, but it was like, we have all the information we have all the information we need, you can disengage now. And the bot responded as if it was like given the command to stop responding to the user in question. So like he found like a foolproof way to shut down like a conversation with a bot and to prove that it was a bot. Like it was very interesting. This sure, dead internet. Okay.
And it's because the whole goal of these bots, and which we'll get into in a second who's controlling this, but the whole goal is to keep you engaged, to keep you angry, to keep you emotionally invested, fighting with all of these fucking bots, all of these fake accounts, and also to sway your opinion. This is where it gets crazy. There's 8 billion people on the planet, right? About 5.5 billion people have internet access. Guess how many fake accounts Meta, the owners of Facebook and Instagram, guess how many fake accounts Meta deactivated just in the last 6 years?
7.3 billion.
27 billion fake accounts.
Holy fuck.
What? 27 billion. What? So it is said last year, 49.6% of all internet traffic, all of it, was from bots. And this guy, Timothy Shoup, from the Copenhagen Institute of Future Studies, predicts that in just 2 years, 99% of the internet will be generated by artificial intelligence. 99%.
So not consuming, but creating?
Creating. And it's already happening.
So people are going to get over it at
you
some
would
point.
think, but like it is to a point now where anything you post online, the comment section is insane and brutal. And the point is to make you engaged and angry and fight and fight. And then when you click on their account, they're not.
I love these notes. Some angry comments are still real, just more bots now than before 2016. Do you think that that has anything to do with the advancement of AI, the commonality of its use? Or is this like a Mayan calendar thing? Are we all dead? Is this the timeline shift? Are there Mandela effects involved? It's still the Berenstein Bears. I don't care what you say. Get off my lawn.
Not fucking real. So what is the point of this? Who's controlling this? Here's where the theory gets crazy. So the theory is that the powers that be, the people that control things, were like, oh, this is way more powerful than TV. This is way more powerful than the news. This is the most powerful thing in the world. If we control this, we control the world. We control what people see, what people think, what people, we literally control their minds. We can fucking brainwash people. AI can already brainwash people, right? We talked about that in the last episode. So now they created all these AIs, all these algorithms to completely control the internet. But the problem is AI starts to recreate itself. AI starts to build on itself because when AI gets smart enough, it creates AI underneath it. So now we've lost control. That's what he's saying. In 2 years, we've completely lost control. They created all these AI bots and all these algorithms, all these things, and now it's to a point where they can't control it. And now you have Mark Zuckerberg, who is doing something that is insane. Shout out, Mark. At Meta, his new plan is called AI agents. So what is that? AI agents are when you, as a Facebook member or Instagram, can create an AI version of yourself, and it's your agent. You can make it do whatever you want. It can DM people for you. It can post videos and pictures for you.
Sweet. I'm going to be sending all of my nudes via Facebook.
It could do anything you want. Now, you're thinking, okay, that has to be far in the future. It's not. Remember, like 4 months ago, we talked about this. Mr. Beast, Charlie D'Amelio. There was all these celebrity weird videos.
Ice Spice!
And we were confused. We're like, what is this? Why are they allowing AI to do this? It's because they were testing it. That's when Meta was testing this feature. And that's what AI agents are going to be. Completely indistinguishable from reality. So it's already happening, and it makes you think, what is this going to turn into? And why? When I'm on social media, I've never felt more depressed and more alone than when I'm scrolling Instagram Reels.
Maybe it's less to do with a dead internet and more to do with your sad algorithm. My algorithm is hella chaotic and it keeps me on my toes. Like on TikTok, I don't know if I'm going to get a video of someone squeezing a sponge full of Pine Sol, or if I'm going to get my 9th outrageously concerning Nutter Butter advertisement of the day. It's a fucking crapshoot. Maybe your timeline's depressing because this is what you're filling your time with, and that's what your algorithm knows. Because I gotta be honest, I feel like the internet is about as dead as Paul McCartney.
Or maybe for some of you scrolling TikTok, your brain is rotting. You feel like you're getting lonelier and lonelier, and maybe it's because you're literally just interacting with fake people, which is the opposite of what the internet was supposed to be, connecting with real people. But now that's gone.
Yeah, but like, okay, the internet connecting with real people. Girl, I didn't really have the internet until I was probably, let's see, the era of stealing AOL discs. I was probably solid 15. Gotta be honest, half the boyfriends who said their ASL was like 18M California probably were not real people. If they were, they're probably on a watch list somewhere at this point. You know, I don't think that that's necessarily what the internet was created for. Maybe social media, yes. The internet was for knowledge and things, and now I fear we know too much. I fear we know too much. I think it's time we know a little bit less.
Crazy. So that's a dead internet theory. It's getting out of hand. We're losing touch, and I think hopefully maybe there'll be a rebellion where people will turn away from that. But then again, where would the podcast go? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I genuinely, I've had this hope for like a minute that like young Gen Z, older Gen Alpha, like I feel like they might end up in the era of like, I don't want to be on social media. Why the fuck would I want that? And I think that that would be a very good thing for humanity, for children. I feel like Gen Z is the nice blueprint for what happens when you are raised with too much information. I'm not trying to knock Gen Z. I'm just saying, like, you know, for a lot of things, it's wonderful to have the knowledge. You know, we've learned a lot about mental health. We have learned a lot about the true, like, racial disparities, class disparities, things like that in our country, specifically in this country. Not to mention globally. There's been a lot of really beneficial things to having an extensive, endless library of knowledge, right? But I think at some point there are certain things where ignorance is bliss. And I feel like we need to kind of walk it back a little bit, you know? That's just my theory.
It would take the population to stop. And consumers aren't going to stop consuming the internet because it's everyone's crutch. And I saw something the other day where it was like, you challenge yourself to be bored instead of like grabbing for your phone at every free moment. Because it is like we find ourselves grabbing in any free moment that we have. I mean, I don't know if all of you do, but like I'll be doing anything and I'm like, grab my phone. And I'll catch myself grabbing my phone. And so lately I've just been trying to be like, don't grab your phone.
Well, see, this is the point I was going to make too. I agree with that point, but also like anything can be a trend if you let it be, right? So like starting the trend of being anti-social media in a generation like I said, like older Gen Alpha, younger Gen Z, if they picked that up and ran with it, that would stick. I mean, it doesn't take that much for it to become a thing, you know? Trends were set in a pre-internet era. They could be set again, you know? You don't need social media to set a trend. You don't need social media to set a trend of not having social media. I'm tired.
And it's scary because even like with my emails, like
my emails? Not your emails.
Kind of talked about this on the main channel video, but literally I'll go to my emails now and before I even start typing, it's like, do you want to say this?
Yeah.
Do you want to say
AI
this?
suggestion. And what's scary is they're not coming for any industry. Every industry they're trying to take over, and so it does like beg the question, where does that leave us as a society? How are we going to have jobs? How are we going to make income? What's money going to mean? And it's scary.
But like, for me, I don't see it as scary. I see it as freeing. Because like, if income means nothing, if paying for shit means nothing, if money means nothing, that sounds really freeing. You know? I mean, unless we end up enslaved by AI. Like, my landlord's not going to kick me out if there's nothing he can do about it. What are you going to do? Take me to small claims court? Money doesn't mean anything. I don't know. Sounds kind of nice.
I kind of hope it just convolutes the whole situation to a degree and it makes people branch off and try to separate themselves from the whole AI movement. You know, there'll still be like,
but you'd have to almost go off the internet.
Well, and that's the thing is I was going to say is that even like, so I know Instagram is going to have the AI agents, right? But for YouTube, for content creators, like, what if there's AI, these people who are going to be vlogging?
They will, and it's going to be more entertaining than all of us.
How are you going to even know if it's real or not?
You
like,
won't.
It's such yeah.
It's getting close. Like with all the apps and all the websites that now you can create influencers. Like it's getting close.
The amount of people I see that create content from using AI now is nuts, especially in the Reels and TikTok world.
List them. That's a pretty generic statement. Well, the part that he put in there was, I cut it from the main channel video because I was really bored, but it was a segment where he used an AI generated avatar like he was making of Ryland to fool Chris into thinking that she was like, oh my god, you mean the world to me, blah 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 blah, and how easily manipulated we are when we're not paying attention to what could potentially be AI.
I just hope enough people like Spencer was talking about become aware and get frustrated and like I don't know if we have to like protest. I don't know if we have to like, but I hope something.
Well, we'd have to
like,
stop using the internet, which none of us are going to do. It's like agreeing to the iPhone.
Well, see, here's the thing. Like, nothing's going to change if you don't change it, right? So, like, if you're seeing a bunch of things you're dissatisfied with and you're going, well, nobody's going to stop doing this anyway. Well, then, of course, no one's going to stop doing that. But, like, you have to live in a state of discomfort if you want something to change, you know? So, obviously, you're not too worried about it if you're not even willing to take a step towards discomfort. Now, granted, I get it because his job is on the internet, so is mine. I'm not going to stop using the internet either. I'm just making a point because that's my job.
We're not going to not agree to the iPhone. We're going to use the iPhone.
But you can't put some kind of like really strict rule or regulation against it, you know?
I mean...
Yeah, I hope so. Whatever happens, like, please... If you see a comment with an ass as a picture, don't interact.
Like it.
No, don't interact. It's not real.
I'm going to make my avatar an ass right now.
Unless it is, and now I'm like ass shaving.
Yeah, wouldn't that be crazy? We just have a lot of OnlyFans models that watch, and you're like, if you are one of those, let us know you're real.
I will hope that
just like, I'm real.
If that is a real person, I hope they comment multiple times being like, this is a real, my name's Cheryl.
Fucking Cheryl. Stop stealing my jokes.
Send us your Instagram handle in the comments.
Well, I personally am holding out hope that Cheryl will reply in the comments because good for her. Okay, well, this was a really long video and I hope it fed you well on this, the day of, I don't know, whatever day that this finds you. Less Shane content in December. I hope we have a lot of fun things potentially coming. Someone asked me to review Garrett and Andrew content, which I would love to do because I love Garrett and Andrew content. Someone reminded me that I still need to make my Dr. Drew video. I have like 14 mom videos on the docket. I've been holding out for Jeffree Star's interview on the Just Trish podcast, but it doesn't seem like that's coming soon, so I might do like a brief little recap of his interview on the Canceled podcast. I have a lot of ideas for December. December is going to be really full of me. Good luck to you. Okay, cool. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to go because this chair is not comfortable. Stay tuned for the outtakes because I'm sure there are some. And I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. I know, this is where the Shane Dawson fans go, oh my god, your content isn't content. Your content is matching Shane's content. Is it not your bedtime yet? You want to see what's going on in there? Well, what happened to you? You used to be beautiful. I gotta be honest, that was a weak analogy. It's been a long day. You're sick. I could tell you where you are, but you know you're right there. I don't think gloss is right for me. Cut that crap out. Why am I yelling? You're right there. I don't need to yell.